So this Dreo fan that we're opening up today is said to have 8 speeds, 3 modes, and it has an ultra quiet 23 decibel DC motor. So let's get it open, put it together, and take a closer look at it. So first we're gonna make sure we got all the parts with it. Here's the base to it. We can peel off this plastic here. It looks like this is gonna be the piece that's exposed. Kind of resembles like a granite feature here. And on the underside, nice and rugged. Looks like it's gonna be nice and sticky on the ground with these little foot pads right here. And this is a nice, solid, heavy base as well. We get the fan right here. This comes in one piece on this neck right here. And if we look at the width of the fan from here to here, that looks to be about 10.5 inches. And if I measure from the outside of this handle here to the outside of this handle here, that to me looks to be about 13 and maybe 1/4 of an inch. And it looks like it will have free motion here to swivel up and down as we use it. We should also get another piece that looks like this, that has this screw piece to it, this clip-like piece here, a small bag of hardware, this power cable that will adapt into the wall of any 100 to 240 volt outlet. And it looks like a pretty standard AC charger right there. We'll also get this remote control. We can peel this off, pull this out, and now it should be working. Power button right there, minus button, plus button, menu button, noiseless feature button, an oscillating button, and a timer button with some Dreo labeling. Now to get started with the assembly process, let's start with this piece right here along with the base here. And now if this is loose at all, then you're going to find that this metal post will move around like this. So make sure, let's just tighten it up a little bit so it doesn't do that for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find this bottom piece right here, opposite of this black end here, and we want to find this little nook that's in it right here. See that little notch in the metal? Let's find that right there, and we're going to align it with the base right here. There's a little notch that's on the inside of here, a little plastic knob right there. See that? We're going to want those two pieces to come together, and we're going to do that by having the base facing down and dropping it onto this metal bar. So first I'm going to line them up and then have it down like that, and now they should be connected like that. Now from our hardware bag, we can grab our bolt like this and we can thread it through this washer, and we'll drop that through the base of this right here and start that by hand. Now we can grab that hex key that we got there, and we can use this side of the Phillips head to tighten that up. And now that screw right there should be nice and solid. Now you should find that if you loosen this up right here, that you should be able to move this column up and down. I'm just gonna move it up as high as I can and then tighten it back up for the next part of the installation. And that involves taking the fan right here and taking this piece, dropping it onto here, and then tightening it up by twisting to the right. And now that should be nice and tight like that. And so now I can continue to use this nozzle down here to adjust the height of this fan. And at its tallest height, let's get a height for it. That looks like it stands up at 39 inches tall, at the tallest point up here. And if I use the knob to lower it and put the fan at its lowest height, let's check that height as well. That looks like it stands at just under 35 inches tall. And if you're wondering, the base of this looks to be about 11 inches across. And while it does have a controller, there are also some touchscreen functions down here. We just find this spot back here to plug in the fan in the back, and now we can turn it on with a touch of this button. The second button is the fan speed operator. The third one, we can switch between modes. There's automatic, turbo, and quiet mode. There's a timer, and that can be set for up to 8 hours. There's even a quiet mode button, and then we have an oscillation button at the bottom. And here's a view of how the fan oscillates. You can see it's a nice, smooth oscillating function, and it oscillates left to right at 120 degrees, so it can really do well moving air around the entire room. Check out the premium wood grain functioning here on this fan. Looks really good, makes it look really nice. Probably the best looking fan that I have in my home right now. It just adds something in terms of its elegance as compared to other fans that you might find. And it's really nice and quiet too. It's quietest mode right here. You can't even hear it basically. Hear how quiet that is? So if you want a fan that is really super quiet while you're sleeping but still moves a lot of air, this is a really good option. And of course it was easy to set up, so there's just tons of good reasons to pick out this fan right here.